Okay, we're going to continue with our guided practice, more formatting. I've keyed in the regular hours here, and when I did, it populated with the overtime hours, which we'll talk about that in a minute, but just leave those in there. And if you um, deleted those, right now, you can just put them back in by looking at this, where they're at. So now, the next step tells me to insert a column after column F, which would be G, and to put in regular pay as a column heading, which I did. And then in number 13, it says to enter a formula in G4. Okay, this is row 4. G4 equals a formula to calculate the regular hours times regular rate. Okay, so I have to start with an equal sign. It tells the computer I'm about to put in a formula. So it would be hours worked times, remember the asterisk is the multiplication symbol on the computer, times the rate of pay per hour. And then, so then I'm going to push enter, and then I get when I get paid. Okay, then I can copy the formula down. What that means is I don't have to write the formula individually for each row. So I'm going to click back up there on my cell with the formula, and then I'm going to use my fill tool to drag down the formula. Whoops. Well, I'm going to have to write it again because I accidentally um, typed. So equals again, I'm going to click off of here and then back on. Okay, so this is okay because now you can see it done again. Okay, remember you have to put in an equal, and it's going to be regular hours, that's hours worked, times, gotta use the asterisk, the rate of pay, and then enter, and then you get your regular pay, and my fill tool is the plain plus sign. Now I'm going to hold down my left mouse button and drag down to the end of the cells that I need the formula for, which would be G14. Now I let go, and then there, I have all my calculations are in there. Okay, so then the next step, you'll just have to wait until I get done, and then we can go back and play it again. Okay, the next step is step 14. Okay, it says insert a new column after column G, and then key in overtime pay. Okay, that's a little small, so I'm going to have to drag it out a little. And it's going to be overtime pay. Okay, and so okay, now we're going to enter a formula to calculate the overtime pay. And usually the overtime pay is 1.5 times the regular pay. So, okay, so we're going to say equals. Oops, equals. Okay, and then our directions say, let's go look at our directions. Okay, we did that. Okay, you will enter the formula in cell HF to multiply the result of regular rate multiplied by 1 time um, by the overtime hours. So hourly rate times 1.5. Okay, so I'll go back here. Oops. This one person doesn't have any overtime pay, so there'll be a zero here. So I'm going to say equals. Okay, overtime hours times asterisk times 1.5. Okay, enter. Okay, zero. We didn't have any overtime. So now again, I'm going to drag down my formula, and you'll see what happens on the for the cells with um, overtime. Can you calculate for me? Okay, remember the plain plus sign. Drag down to um, H14. Okay, um, that's correct. Overtime hours. Wait a minute, that's not going to be right. Let's go back and look. Okay, that's not right. Okay, it's hourly rate, not the overtime hours. So I gotta go change my formula. Okay, so formula has to be equals, it's the wrong cell. It's gonna be the hourly rate, amount of money. So you make time and a half, which means you make 1.5 times the $25. So times that, and then enter for. Okay, so that's how much I'm gonna make for every hour I work overtime. Okay, that's the overtime pay. Okay, let me see. Let me see this time. Okay, now we gotta insert a new column after column H and key gross pay. I'm gonna adjust my column. Oh, why did that go there? Okay, this should only be on the ones that have overtime. So I'm gonna delete that because I think that's gonna add it. I'm just taking it out of the ones that don't have overtime because you can't add it in if they didn't make it. Okay, so the next set of directions. Okay, enter a formula to calculate gross pay by adding regular and overtime pay. Then copy the formula to the rest of the cells. Okay, so that's going to be, regular pay. I took that out of there. We got to do regular pay equals, and it's going to be hours regular pay. What is that on there? Okay, it's going to be equals. Wait a minute. Hourly rate times regular hours. Okay, I guess I deleted that. Okay, and then drag down. I'm taking bold off here. Okay, gross pay is this plus this. So equals again. And it's going to be this plus sign. You know, plus sign is above the equal sign. You'll have to hold down the shift key plus this, which there's nothing in that one, so it'll still be 1,000. But then it to be the right formula. So now I can drag my formula down, and you can see this is a combination of the two. Okay, now so this is just a comes as necessary to recenter the title. Okay, so we'll have to fix the title. And so I-16, let's see where that is. I-16. I-16, you're going to enter a function to total all of the gross pay. So I don't have my function tool out, so it's in the more, under the more button. And then this is your function. It's going to be sum of all of these. Okay, that's how much the payroll is when the company pays it out this week. Okay, that's it. Let's see. Let's look at it. Okay, we're going to fix this and this. That's okay. Okay, we're going to have to take this all the way here. I'll probably have to select the double line, and then I'll select this. I think I'll select this first. Unselect it because I noticed that I had two boxes instead of one, so I unselect the border, and then I'll reselect it, and then it'll go around. See, now it's one double line around it. Okay, and then make sure this is, we're going to click merge twice again, and that unselects it, but I just want it to go from A to I. Okay, there. It's centered above all of the headings now. Remember, I put in two more. I'm going to change this to unbold it. There. Okay, now it's finished.